Hey, this video is about how to recruit badly. I don't know, I'm making this video being facetious, but I have bought a lot of stuff over the internet, on the internet, about guys promising okay, let me tell you who I bought, okay, from. I bought from Mike Dillard, sponsoringonline.com. That's what his site. I bought his stuff. Couldn't recruit a single soul, okay? And then I bought his black belt recruiting, where he promises that people will just whip out their credit cards and buy your stuff. Not happen in the last couple of years. And I bought more of his stuff and more of his stuff, and then got suckered into all kinds of other online promises, turnkey system and stuff. So this year today is the 26th of February 2015. I am making a promise to myself never to buy anything on the internet again that promises that promise stuff, because they don't work, man. Like Tony Robbins said, you can become anything you want and then become a person like him too, but you actually can't. I finally realized that you have to make your own path and find your own ways, okay? And learn how to recruit, because all the formulas and all the promises the guys make, these online gurus, online experts, they hustle and they do things differently than what they said on their videos and their teachings and their webinar and seminar. I also bought from what's his name, Jonathan Budd. No good, okay? Don't buy from him. And I also bought stuff from David Wood. David Wood, he cleverly call you names, like he calls you wussy, pussy, and cowards and all that, and then persuade you to buy his stuff, and then being insecure that you don't know how to recruit, you would buy it. And I did too. And to tell the truth, I think David Wood is the biggest wussy of them all, because he's the guy that avoid paying taxes by leaving America. America is a great country where you can make things happen, and he makes it big, and then he learns from the big guys that you go overseas and not become a U.S. citizen anymore and don't have to pay taxes. So now he lives in Costa Rica, and he basically tells on videos and stuff. So he just tells his first wife, said, "Hey babe, you want to go live in Costa Rica?" And then off they took. He paints a very good story. Like a wonderful, exciting story. Like he just pick it. He just takes off and go away, and then live in Costa Rica, like being wild and live on the beaches. But his thing is that I found out, because I was in a few of his MOM and underneath him, he basically is a wussy of paying taxes. So he got out of America. He lives in Costa Rica now with his new wife and his babies. But he's the biggest wussy of them all. Big wussy David Wood. So these guys, marketing, I found out also, is 80% lies, right? Everything is like even the pills and the medicines and stuff. They do one or two things wonderfully, and I think in life the 80-20 rule applies everywhere across the board. Okay, 20% of the stuff is true and 80% is lies. So that's what I'm basically the gist of this video. And the marketing gurus and all those guys, they lie to try to get your money, okay? None of them can deliver. Their promises is like not going to happen, that you can recruit like gangster. I've been trying to recruit, and maybe I'm a bad person or whatever, or a bad recruiter. I cannot recruit anybody, man. The products are good that I joined, and people just don't believe me. And that's what I think. Because I'm not congruent. That's what Tony Robbins said. Tony Robbins said you have to be congruent Otherwise, people figure out that you're lying, you're cheating them, and they won't buy. And I think I'm trying to hustle them to get into something downline underneath me, and they figure out, hey man, this guy, he's lying, he's not being true, and I can tell. And so they shy away from buying and getting underneath me, down my line. And so I don't know, maybe I'm not a good salesman. I'm not a salesman. I'm born to be a sucker who buys stuff. That's what I am, I guess. I buy a lot of stuff. I have money to buy stuff. That's the thing. I have jobs and good enough income to buy and dabble in this and that. There's a French word, I believe there's a word called dilettante. I'm a jumper from one thing to another to the next, okay? So I'm a dilettante, jumping one place, next place, and trying to get big or trying to make things happen, but I cannot do it. This is my honest video saying you cannot recruit using the formulas and the things on guys. There's some stuff that works, but most of it you have to learn by yourself, by try and errors. So from now on, I'm gonna read books instead of buying stuff and trying to recruit and use the same thing they use, and it works for them, but it worked for them before, but not for me, I guess. So good advice for you guys. Don't trust the guys on the internet. They all just want a piece of your money, and if you're the sucker that buy from them, then you're just a sucker. How they say, a sucker is born every minute, and I have been that sucker for a long time, and I probably continue to be a sucker because I like buying stuff. Sometimes buying stuff is exciting and you hope it works, but it never did for me anyway. So this video about being smart, don't buy stuff anymore. I bought from Jonathan Budd, Mike Dillard. He's supposed to be the #1 first successful telemarketer, online, downline, recruiting a lot of people. And then there's David Wood. David Wood, I hate him the most. He's such a good storyteller that, once I realized that his story is just stories, he has 10% of the goods and then 90% of the stuff is just blowing smoke up your ass. So anyway, I mean he does make good money because that's how he does. Salesmen sell, Salesmen, once they become good, they can sell you ice. If you Eskimos living in Alaska and stuff, they can still sell you ice where you don't need ice, but they will sell you ice and you will buy ice from them. And so these guys are good. I'm just saying, I'm not discounting that they're not good, but I'm no longer their suckers and won't buy and won't listen to their stories of selling anymore, okay? Thank you for watching, and this is just my rant, and adios, amigos. Bye.